We're going to start this off right here to dispel any questions. How come you don't use epoxy? This is what happens to epoxy after 2 years when you pre-make a card and sit on the shelf. Just so you can be ready for a race that pops up. I just dropped this and the weight popped off. Dropped it on the ground. Probably got a ding in here. Maybe a scratch in here. You can't even see a ding in here. Zoom the hell out, Bill. And this is yeah, the epoxy. Now, I see some mistakes made on this already. It's not flat, but I figured the epoxy would fill it in. You know, I think in one of my videos I said, I'm going to put grooves in down here. Which, well, I don't know where that went, but it went somewheres. Now, let's see, which way did I have this? A little crooked as all get up. Bigger in the back. So, it's pretty flat, but we're going to flatten this first. And then, what we're going to do is, where did it go? I guess it. Let's see, 440, ½ inch. That might be too big. I got a bunch of these countersink screws. We're going to get a drill and tap and screw the things in. Now, I dropped this earlier, like last week, and that weight popped out. And I did the same thing I did just now. Peeled the epoxy off. Put it on white. Plus that piece that went pew. It went flying. Alright. That's why I went to this stuff. I use it for woodworking too, but this... Okay, enough said about that. Next. So I flattened this out. So-so. Made it more even. And now we're gonna put it in there. I'm gonna use this because it's a wide area. I know this is all goopy and shit. I need my stick. I'm gonna get that new glue in a minute. This the guy? No, it's the this guy. Yeah, that guy. That needs to be redone too, but I'm gonna use the new glue on that. Next. Alright. That's done. With some help. Man, I tell you, look at this glue. I couldn't even take that cover off, and it's not even full. So I had to use the stick again. I'm going to find some other company. Screw these guys. Next. So these screws are 440s, 4-40 by ½ inch. Should be all right. So, get your 440 drill bit out and drill a hole. So I drilled the holes. Yep, all the way through. Just to make sure it gets cleaned out. You know, you try to make a short video and crap just keeps happening. So this glue was not settled in yet. And as I'm trying to tap it, you know, you got to use the appropriate tap for a 440 screw there, you know. The epoxy that held these two together failed. And you can see it's yellow. Let me scrape this off and glue them back together. You know, I might just, maybe it'll fit perfectly. Yep. Well, maybe it's the other way. Nope. Oh, yeah. fits this way. Try to glue that up. So they're both tapped. This has been tapped. I got to countersink that for the countersink screws. And I just lost it. Nope, it's right there. Next. All right, so I countersunk them. I use this 5 flute. It's a 5 flute. The bigger ones are 4 flutes. You can probably use something else, but probably won't be as even as this guy. You know, yeah, ream that out. And then for you new guys, when you know you did enough, when this goes click and fits in that hole. I know you can't really see, but the head fit, damn it, where am I? It fits in the hole, so you know you're below the surface. Now, I gotta glue this guy back in. I glued them back together. What a pain in the butt this whole thing is. That's the back, that's the front. You know, I'm gonna put some glue on there and then put the screw in and then spray activator. What the hell, man. Before I do that, something very important to let you know when you're, he ain't glued in. When you're threading these, when you're tapping these, lead does not work like regular metals. Of course, you need to use the oil, but lead is gummy. It does not clean out of the flutes. You will break your tap or you'll F up your... So you need to take it out a lot and clean it off. There's still some stuck on there. It's gummy. And then by doing this, go in a little bit. Oh, it gets tough. Take it out. Put it back in. Make sure you're on those same threads, or you're going to end up having to use some Loctite. What's this stuff called? Hell, I can't even read the name on it anymore. But it's some kind of Loctite. There's a blue with the red, and then there's a red with a blue. Why they do that, I don't know. But I had to use this many times. I still got a lot left. It only takes a teeny bit. So as you're screwing this in and out, if you don't get these threads right, you're going to F them up, man. It'll still take, but it's not going to be very strong. All right? So I don't like this screwdriver. Let me get my better one. Be right back. Alright, so yeah. Had to take care of the dogs. Put the screws in. Let's see how this works. Yeah, you know, the first time I'm ever doing this. So you get an exclusive. Yeah. That's in there. Look. I don't feel anything. Perfect. Sticks up a little bit. Well, you know, the Binford 5000 can cut that damn thing off, but I don't think it's going to matter. Now, for this guy, that's really pissing me off. We're going to, well, shit, hope to do it again. But you know what? I'll put some glue on there. But I ain't spraying the activator until after I get the screw in there. Be right back. I'll put the glue on, put this on, and then screw it in, and then, well, we're just going to wait on that one. So the screw's in there, so who cares? Yep, I did it. No glue. It ain't moving, it ain't going nowhere. Now I just got to paint that black. And what, Bill, why are you doing this? And I'll tell you why. Because I lost several races because, like I showed you, the epoxy gets brittle, and that's this stuff. All right. I decided to use some old cars. I dropped them both, and both times to a sharp bam, like that. Knocks the weights out. And I've lost several races. Now, I would prefer doing this before I put the wheels on. They're still doing good. Alright, so I didn't get any glue on them. I may have to, dust them up a little bit. But we're about done. Now, who's who? Let's see, this is this guy. Nope. Yeah. That's this guy. Oh, here he is. Now, since it's all done, I can glue the windshields to the top. Don't have to show you that. That's backwards. And ta-da! Here we go. And that's how you do that. Now, of course, this is the first time I've done this because I'm tired of the weights getting knocked out of place. Man, this guy's already taken a beating. But anyways, these are going to Bay City Daryl. And I'm sure since I ground these weights down to a flatter position, it's not as heavy. Hey, where's the scale? Oh, I brought it back in the house. Hang on. All right, battery's getting low, but as an afterthought, I wonder if they ever knew people were going to take these apart and put button head screws in here, because they fit perfectly. Yeah, these 256s, man, a lot of damn turns. But see, you don't have to countersink like this guy for these guys. They're already countersunk. I guess they made room for the rivets. So anyways, here you go. That's how you do it. Make sure you have the proper parts. And if you need some, you got to use some of these if you don't do the threading right. So now I know these are not going to get broke loose. If they do, they're still going to be in there. Because both, the C8, well, where's the cap? The CA glue will break loose on a sudden drop or a sharp karate chop. Hi-ya! And so will the epoxy, especially when it gets old. So I saw you all that, showed you all that, and we're done. Thanks for watching. I ain't listing any places I get my tools from. Watch 3D Bot Maker. It was a great day today. Talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Hit a thumbs up. Like that. Hit the subscribe button and all that other crap that everybody else says. Yeah, whatever. These are going to Bay City Daryl. Like tomorrow. Later.